So what's going on? This is the first time you're seeing my faccia, which means face in Italian. My name is Marina Simone. I am the CEO and founder of Moms and Heels, and I teach busy mompreneurs how to build a brand forward business on social media so you can slay online sales, and we can help you go from the cubicle to the throne. So check this out. Every single Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, I'm back right here on this business page or this YouTube channel or wherever the heck I'm showing up for you live right now. I need to niche slap you. I know some of you are very angry with the email that I sent out. Some of you were like, I can't believe you put that like niche slap. By the way, my personality is too much for you. It's okay if you hit the road, Jack. I'm so sorry. I want you to know that I'm going to always encourage you to be you and a little extra spicy when you show up for your niche, which we're going to talk about today. If you are struggling with your niche, if you're like, dude, as a network marketer, as a business owner, as a social seller, like I have no idea who I'm talking to, who I'm selling to, who I'm serving to, I want you to drop in the comment section, no niche, NICHE. And by the way, we're going to give you easier words to use than niche, marketing, target audience, all the crazy things. Because as network marketers, we got to keep this super simple, sweetheart. Yes? KISS. When I first got started in network marketing, I had no niche. Here, I had a niche. I just didn't know what it was. And so each of you have a niche. And I'm going to break down niche for you in a minute. Here's what I want you to understand though. Niche plus influence equals community. And a community can poop out networks for you, can poop out money for you. Community is where the money is at, not the niche, the community. The niche plus the influence, this formula, you cannot have one without the other. So some of you are marketing with no niche. Some of you are marketing on social media with no influence. Some of you don't have either and wonder why you're not finding success. Because your mom and your dad and your sister ain't gonna do this, boo. They ain't gonna buy your product. Complete strangers will support your business. Isn't that the funniest thing ever? A complete stranger will support our business more than our family would. And I want you to know that you're not alone, and that's normal and that's okay. But that's why we need to find your niche ASAP. That's why I am niche slapping you. If you're like, holy crap, I got some people that need to be niche slapped, you better be sharing this episode because this is episode 1 of Sip and Slay Marketing Tuesdays, where I'm literally going to come at you and treat you like an entrepreneur. I'm going to treat you like a CEO. I'm going to treat you like a business owner. I'm not going to treat you like just a network marketer. I'm going to teach you how, as a no one with no influence and had no niche whatsoever, has built a multiple 7-figure brand business. And like, I'm hiring a CFO for my brand. Like, weird, right? Like, holy crap. Like, I just wanted to get out of the cubicle. Now I'm really on a throne. Now I'm like wearing a big girl hat over here. Okay. So you want to put on your calendar right now to show up every night, Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, put it on your calendar, share this with your homies. Let's get this party started. So when you think about niche and influence, let's simplify that, yeah? Your influence doesn't mean you have to be an expert. I know some of you right now are terrified, right? Some of you are freaking out because you're like, dude, I'm not an expert in social media. I'm not an expert in the product I sell. I'm not an expert in making money. I'm not an expert in business. If you've ever been scared, terrified, or felt a little off because you're not an expert, drop expert in the comments because I want you guys to see that you're not alone. You're not alone. Being an expert is not what's going to bring you influence. Get that out of your head right now. Being an expert doesn't bring you influence. You ready for this holy crap moment? Watch this. Experience brings you influence. If I got on tonight and I gave you a bunch of freaking facts about what a niche was and then told you to go figure it out, that does not give me influence over you. Anybody can read Google and spit out percentages, statistics, and all the things. Only people who have gone through and grown through certain things can have the experience. The experience creates emotional connection. That's what creates influence. So step one, because we don't have a lot of time this evening, because literally I'm going to give you 20 minutes, 25 minutes max every single Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to come in, I'm going to give you the goods, and then I'm going to make you work on it until our next episode. Yes or yes, my network marketing on demand students know this is how I treat them. Every time we meet, 2 times a week, I let them know, like, hey, when we meet and we get on these Zooms and we're doing the work, you're going to take what you learn and we're going to put it into action. So I've got a lot of stuff and I don't have a lot of time. I talk fast. You might have to watch this a couple times. I'm not sorry. Ready? Niche for network marketers is not like selling any product to any person. Here's 2 problems that you have. You think everyone's your niche, and you want to help everyone. You can't help everyone. If that was the case, the world would be very kumbaya. Not happening. Accept it, embrace it, be okay with repelling people. That is okay. When I drop F-bombs, I repel people. I don't do it a lot, but when I do it, I repel people. My email today repelled people. That hurt my feelings because I'm looking for my community that I have experience that I can share with them that will influence them. The community doesn't have to be bazillions of people to make a bazillions of dollars either. So you don't want to help everyone. I remember my very first event for my network marketing company. It was the very first time I ever got on a plane, flew anywhere. And I remember sitting in the back and I was already cranky just because I was like spent all this money to be there. And I felt like I was robbed. This was me. Totally not a business mindset, by the way. Totally not ready for any kind of business or making money. And I'm sitting there like cranky in the back and I'm like, eh. But I heard the master distributor at the time, this was back in 2011, say, every single person that has skin needs what we have. And I remember my head got so big and I was like, everyone? And I was like, I'm going to be rich. It's actually not true. So if you're being taught that, I want you to erase that nonsense from your brain, because just because someone has skin does not mean they express to you that they want what you have or need what you have. You got to take you out of the equation and have servant marketing to your niche, okay? Bottom line, we're not hunting your prey to buy products from you. I want you to stop hunting your prey. That is the worst. And it feels so desperate, right? Have you ever felt desperate when you're prospecting where you're like, oh God, it's the end of the month. Oh my God, I gotta hit that rank, or I gotta make these sales, or I'm not in profit this month, or whatever. You've got that commission breath that people can really freaking feel. You don't want to feel that way, and you don't want to give off that energy like at all. So we've got to be aware of that. So instead of hunting your prey with a desperation, I want you to create community by offering a solution from your experience. Okay, so let's exchange some words to help you kind of like understand some breakdowns, okay? You want to be a magnet to people that have problems that can be solved with the stories you tell from your experience. And it doesn't just have to be like physical. It could be like emotional, mental, spiritual influence. It doesn't just have to be like, oh, this product, I dropped 5,000 pounds and you can too, because that's not inspiring at all. Those are facts. That's not experience. Experience has adjectives in it. Some of you don't use enough adjectives in your marketing. Your niche uses adjectives when they talk. When they're bitching and complaining, they use adjectives. What adjectives are you not using? Another training. So I drew this little thing for you guys, but I think it's backwards and I don't think you'll be able to see it. So here's you. Take a piece of paper. I want you to write the word you, and I want you to draw 2 arrows coming off of each side. So you have an arrow, and if you're driving, don't do this. Over here, I want you to write down what physical, what mental, and what spiritual problem did you overcome with your product? Physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. You can even do 4 if you want. Why? We sometimes focus on the before and afters. We forget the emotional transformation that we've had, the way we feel, the way we look, the way our posture is, the way we feel about things. People remember how you make them feel, not what you said. So if you're not making people feel in your marketing, you're never going to get to your niche. It's the feeling. So I want you to do those things. And then on the other side, I want you to mark down what solution came from the product. So like, I was feeling like this, now I'm feeling like this physically, this mentally, this spiritually, this emotionally. And you know what? I know in your head right now, you're thinking, I'll just use my head as the U and these are the 2 arrows. I know you're probably thinking, well, wouldn't this be the same as this? The answer is no. What's different is this is what you overcame and this is what you gained. That's where a lot of you are losing your niche and losing the people that you're marketing to. All you talk about is what you overcame, not what you gained, okay? And then, okay, so we've got this. Now I want you to do 2 arrows pointing down, right? So then we've kind of got a, what is this? I don't know. Whatever it is, right? Come down. And now you can do this because of this and this. So here's the thing, right? You overcame this. Here's the solution. And now here's the dream. I never thought that I could do this. And now I can because of whatever product. You see what I'm doing here? I'm taking a testimony and I'm making it connect to a certain niche, because here's the thing. When you can identify, in my relationships, this changed. In my physical, this changed. My emotions, this changed. My confidence, this changed. You can now find a niche faster with the right language. So that's what I want you to think about when it comes to your niche. Was this helpful? Drop helpful in the chat. Drop helpful in the comments. If you're watching this on replay, drop helpful. It's okay. And here's what I want you to know. If you figured out your niche in 5 seconds, it ain't your niche. You've got to test these things. You got to tweak these things. You've got to put stuff out there and see if it works. Something I tell my Network Marketing on Demand students all the time is test and tweak, test and tweak. I'm going to give you your mission statement. I do this in Network Marketing on Demand. I give you your mission statement. I give you your content strategy, but you still have to go out there and use your words. You still have to find the right adjectives that are going to be attractive to your niche. So here we go. Kind of like bring this back full circle. What's the formula? The formula is the experience brings the influence plus the niche. Niche plus influence. And then you can kind of like do parentheses and put in there your experience equals community. Your content needs to drive you to community, whether that's through getting shared because people are like, yeah, me too. Oh my God, that totally makes sense. Oh my God, I love that. Or people start engaging with you and you can prospect them. Drop me some fire emojis and some high heels, please. High heels, please. I remember when I used to do these back in the day. It used to be hashtag high heels and high sales. Now we're Sip and Slay marketing. We've grown up, ladies and gents. I am so pumped for that. So here's what I want you to know. If your posture is weak when it comes to prospecting, it ain't gonna matter how good your content is. Would you agree? Yes or no? If you struggle with having a posture of confidence while you're prospecting, and like starting conversations with people is literally like the most uncomfortable thing on the planet for you, I want you to know, 1, you're not alone, but 2, that shit's gotta change, because if your content's really good, but you don't want to talk to the people talking to you from your content, it ain't gonna matter. You're not gonna get sales and you're not gonna get recruits. I can teach you every freaking script and every hack in the book. I can give you all my scripts, my exact system, and you won't have success because you have no posture. You need that posture. And so here's what I did back in February. We did a confidence stacking method challenge. It was a lead slayer challenge, but now it's called the confidence stacking method. It's a 5-day challenge that you can watch the instant replays on. And I literally take you through how each day to actually build confidence and stack it on top of each other. Those of you that took this, drop in the comments what it did for you, because you know you were on fire during this. There's a Facebook group so you can ask questions. There's a payment plan on it, all the things. It's less than $100. Totally going to be worth it. You can watch this over and over again. But here's the point of me telling you this. I have never taken a challenge that I've done live and offered it again. The reason I'm offering it is because it literally lit us all on fire to the point where I was in tears at one point when I was coaching. The Zooms that I did, I was in real time. And so I was helping people in real time during that challenge. And so if you're like, dude, I need this, boom, confidencestackingmethod.com, okay? And when you go there, you're going to see it was a 5-day challenge. You have access to everything. I think the workbook is like the most powerful thing we've ever created. And it's literally $97. So if you're like, I don't have the money, don't even click on the link. If you're like, dude, take my $97 and make me the best prospector with posture ever, then this is for you. Like, this is for you. You can literally watch this over and over and over and over and over again. I promise you, every month, to keep you on point and to keep you online. Here's what I want you to know. I love you guys. I'm excited to show up here every single week for you. I know that we can get 500 to 1,000 people built up onto this weekly show every single week. And I promise maybe sometimes I'll come with makeup on or my lashes done. Can you see they're like all falling out? But here's my point. I really want you to know you can show up a hot mess and make some money. There's a time and a place for it, but you can do that once you build your community. And so I want you to know that from the bottom of my heart. I'm excited to help you all build that community that literally craps out money for you, craps up relationships for you, craps out the best humans on the planet that you get to be connected to. I'm excited. I can't wait to see you guys next week. Tag your homies. Bye.